with the audio guide. So, for the rest of the languages, you can scan the QR code, connect to the Wi-Fi, connect to the audio guide, choose your language. If you want to learn some Dutch, you can do the same, put it in Dutch. Have a nice day.
Welcome to our beautiful city of Amsterdam, and welcome aboard this unique canal cruise.
To make this journey as safe and pleasant as possible, follow these and whatever your arms and inside the boat at all times. Chemical bridges are very low and they come up suddenly.
In the case of emergency, take a one to the left and one to the right, and another through the hatch door in the roof. This boat is equipped with life-saving equipment, and if an emergency situation arises, the captain will distribute them and give you instructions. Remember, this is a non-smoking cruise.
When you exit the boat, please check and double-check that you have all your belongings with you. Any questions? Your captain is here to assist you. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the cruise.
Welcome to Amsterdam, capital city of the Netherlands. What better way to experience this compact and very international city than from a unique perspective of its waterways? There certainly are a lot of them. This city has over 100 kilometers of canals. Amsterdam is known for being friendly, open-minded, and progressive. It's a popular place to visit and do business. Just think, in a population of only 800,000 people, you can meet 170 different nationalities.
This area's rich history adds a sparkle that's never far below the surface. During the 17th century, Amsterdam shone especially bright, like gold. This golden age was an extraordinary time. Politics, art, and business all reached new levels of sophistication. Dutch shipbuilders revolutionized sailing. Amsterdam boasted a thriving stock exchange, and painters like Rembrandt and Vermeer produced remarkable art.
Let's take a step back in time, a big step, to the 12th century. To our left, there was nothing but vast stretches of marshland, lakes, and sea. To our right, at the mouth of the Amstel River, was an early settlement of simple huts. Settlers built a dam across the river, hence the name Amsterdam, or the dam built across the Amstel.
Now, fast forward a few hundred years. Amsterdam has grown into a fortified medieval village, complete with dikes, ditches, and canals to control the sea level. Even this far back in time, it was an important trading route. Ships sailed back and forth across the Baltic Sea carrying grain, cloth, wood, and salt. The original wall of Amsterdam was built to our right. During the Middle Ages, a moat, now called a sailor, encircled the city. The churches, the St. Nicholas, was built centuries later. Named after the patron saint of seafarers, it stood overlooking the harbor. Also to our right is the 15th century Schreier's Fountain. This outer defense tower got its name from the scare, or sharp corridor, formed by the city walls that met it.
Look to the left. Nothing you see, including the land itself, was here during medieval times. Over the centuries, much of the land around us was wrestled from the sea. To reclaim this polder, or land that was once covered by lakes and seas, industrious Amsterdammers built dikes and used windmills and pumps to get rid of unwanted water. And they've done an amazing and ingenious job of it. When it comes to controlling sea levels, the Netherlands takes the lead worldwide.
The building with flags atop it is the former Scheepvaart House, or Shipping House. A group of shipping companies ran their businesses from here. This early 20th century building is considered to be the first true example. The front of the building is impressively adorned with statues of Neptune, his wife, and 4 figures that represent the points of the compass. The building is decorated inside and out with all kinds of nautical symbols, anchors, ships, and famous Dutch mariners. It's now a 5-star luxury hotel. We're now traveling along what was once the outer defense wall of the city. The original city boundary was to the right, to the left, Saltmarsh and the North Sea. The red brick tower coming up ahead of us is the medieval Montelbandstoren. An ideal lookout for sighting potential invaders, it was built to protect the city's shipyards, wharves, and warehouses from attack. From here, Dutch soldiers armed with longbows, crossbows, and early firearms called arquebuses kept watch over the wide expanses below.
The tower's white spire and clocks were added a century later. They were designed by Hendrik de Keyser, an architect whose work can be seen around Amsterdam, and who you're certain to hear more about on this cruise. The clocks couldn't keep time, and the tower's bells rang out randomly, so locals gave it the nickname Silly Jack.
Not long after the spire and clocks were added, the tower began to list to one side. With some effort, it was pulled to rights. You might be wondering why so many buildings in the city tip to one side or the other. The ground in Amsterdam, a mix of peat, sand, and soil, is very soft. Because of this, buildings were generally designed to be as light as possible. None were very tall, and they often had lots of windows. For stability, they were built on a bed of wooden piles driven as deep as 15 meters, that's 45 feet, into the ground. But if these piles were exposed to the air, they began to rot, and the buildings they supported sank and shifted. Today, water levels in and around the city are carefully controlled to minimize rot. When new piles are needed, they're made of concrete. Still, you'll see many a house with a sideways tilt.
The Montalbaanstoren was a place where sailors gathered before setting out to sea. The journeys were long and difficult, and not everyone returned. Legend has it that the women who loved them also came here to say goodbye, perhaps forever.
We are now on the or Outer Trench Canal. During the 16th century, it served as a defense canal. All the city's canals served one or more of these functions, as a transportation route, a line of defense, or a way to manage water levels. The Oude, because of its size and location, did all of these. Because it was one of the only canals wide enough for large ships to sail, and because of its proximity to the harbor, the Oude became a convenient place to unload cargo. We're about to pass through one of the city's old locks. The small, tippy black building was once the lockmaster's house. It's now a pub and cafe full of 17th century charm. Stone floors, wooden benches, and exposed ceiling beams. Its outdoor patio is a great place for watching boats on the canal.
We're now approaching the Waterways. It's located adjacent to the City Hall, the large red brick building. The original Waterway plane was an island built in the 17th century to create a space for Jewish settlers. At the time, it was called Floating for flooding islands.
Look at the group of very crooked houses. We affectionately refer to them as the dancing houses because they look like they're tilted and swaying to some happy tune. These buildings get their crazy tilts from the wooden piles that are supposed to be holding them up. The more the piles rock, the wilder the houses dance. The outward lean that you see on so many buildings is another story. It has nothing to do with rotting piles. The facades, or the faces of buildings, were intentionally built this way. In fact, a 16th century law put limits on how far a building could lean forward, lest it topple down.
जैसे लकड़ी की पायला बिल्डिंग लगी है तो थले की वो पानी है तो लकड़ी की भी जल्दी है हाँ मतलब भाई डांसिंग सारी बिल्डिंगें भी लगी हैं सारियां फाइलों लकड़ी की फाइलों के उत्ते यानी कि मिट्टी मेरी सही थी लकड़ बड़े बड़े किले लकड़े छोटे हर जगह वो तो फिर बना के ना सकता वो तो दे रहा था गले की जो पानी है वो जल्दी नहीं लकड़ा
We're now on the Amsterdam River. The round, white-faced building you see next to the City Hall is the Muziek Theater, or Music Theater. It's home to the Dutch opera, known for its daring production, the Holland Sinfonia, and the world-renowned Dutch National Ballet. The Dutch may be known for their tolerant attitude, but they also have strong opinions. This piece of architecture was met with heavy protests that have since simmered down. In fact, that's how it got its name.
Thanks for watching.
It's derived from the movement against the construction, Stop the Opera.
Like and subscribe.